All right, y'all. Y'all can already see where we're going today. We're making these fresh, homemade, beer-battered hush puppies. Isn't that a beautiful sight to see? And you know we're not just going to eat little hush puppies by themselves. On the side here, we have some fresh remoulade sauce that we're making today also. We're throwing a little bit of whiskey in there. So y'all, let's get these beer-battered hush puppies going with this whiskey remoulade sauce so we can be eating in no time, y'all, okay? I'll meet you over there on the counter. We're getting our dry ingredients together for these Boozin hush puppies, y'all. Okay, so in this bowl I already have 1.5 cups of cornmeal, just a little self-rising cornmeal here. And to this I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. This is, you know, putting all of our dry things here in here. That's 1 and 2. Okay? Now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of just some baking powder. 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar. White sugar here. 1, 3. And we're going to do 2 teaspoons of this salt right here. 1 and 2. And now I'm using some red crushed peppers. But if you have the grounded ones or cayenne pepper, you can feel free to use that also. And I'm going to put a little better, since they're you know, crushed, a little larger. I'm going to put a little better than a 1/4. I eyeball this a little bit. Really a little better, maybe a 1/4 and a 1/2. Because you just want to put a little heat in there, not enough to try to, you know, work somebody over. And so I'm just going to move these dry ingredients together, and then we're going to add our wet ingredients. Okay, so now I'm switching over to my spoon now, so I'm getting ready to add the wet stuff in. So here I'm adding, I want to do about a 1/2 cup of onions. But this is a little bit better than a 1/2 cup because I really like them. But just for the recipe, I'm going to save a 1/2 cup of onions because I really like the onions in mine. I had somebody one time to tell me, I don't like onions in a hush puppy. I'm like, I don't know how they hush puppies like onions. But anyway, you know, it takes all kinds to make up a world. But here I have 2 eggs that I've already kind of beat up here. And I'm going to go ahead and add these to my mixture here. Alright, and now we're going to put some booze in here. I need 3/4 cup of my beer, and I'm using a little Heineken here. Ooh, it's cold too. If you want to take a sip, but you know, we ain't doing that. So 3/4 of a cup. Alright, and we're going to get that in there. The yeast taste come through. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and stir these together here. It should not be a loose mixture either. It should be a little bit sturdier than a cornbread, sturdier than that, because we're going to, you know, fry these up. And I tell you, I already have my oil going, and it's going at I need it to be at about 350. Before we drop these in here. So that's what we got right now. And I'm gonna let it sit for just a minute. It's gonna stiffen up just a little bit before I drop it in that hot oil there. So we'll meet you over there on the stove next. So now what you see me doing is I'm using this teaspoon to drop them into my oil. Just drop them in. I moved you up a little bit so you can kind of see, just easily dropping them in, and they're gonna fry for about 2 to 3 minutes or so, but you'll see them when they get that golden brown color. I'm trying to keep them, you know, rounded, but they're not the perfect shape, you know, because these are not bought out the store. These are homemade, you know, Hush Puppies. And we're just waiting on that beautiful brown color that I'm starting to see emerge already. What I want to do is just flip them over. And they go pretty fast, you know, brown pretty fast. So that's the brown that we're looking for, this pretty brown right here. I've got my cookie sheet already with some paper towels on it to receive these Hush Puppies. First batch is out, second batch going here. And when they're homemade, no two look the same. Now y'all know we cannot be eating those Hush Puppies without a little bit of remoulade sauce. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some together for us here. Now in this bowl, I have 1 1/4 cups of mayonnaise. And you need to use real mayonnaise, not the Miracle Whip. That's salad dressing, and it's just not sturdy enough to do a little remoulade with it. So to this, I'm gonna go ahead and add 1/4 cup of mustard. This is 1/4 cup. Now if you have a Creole mustard, that's great, and that's what's used a lot of times. But I use mustard too, because there are some other things in here that's gonna bring that heat on out. Okay, so we got our mustard in there, and I'm gonna now add some sweet paprika, not my smoked paprika this time. A little bit of this sweet paprika, and that's gonna be 1 good tablespoon in there. Okay, get that in there. And you know you can gauge your ingredients with this, but come pretty close to what I'm saying here, but you can adjust them, according to your taste. Now what I want to add is a little bit of Creole seasoning. I'm using this Tony Accessories. Okay, I think I said that right. Okay, so you can use 1 to 2 teaspoons of this. I'm gonna go ahead and use 2, because I want all that taste in there. 2, well, a little less than 2, it's got salt in it, and I try to stay away from that salt as much as I can. So now I need to add some horseradish. And I need this horseradish. I heard somebody say they made without horseradish before, and I guess you can, but I like that taste that it brings to it. So I need 2 teaspoons of this horseradish, and this is a prepared horseradish, creamy kind. Okay, I'm gonna go at 1 and 2. That horseradish, that'll clean the sinuses out. You know that. Okay, so we got that in there, 2 of those, and then I need a little bit of sweet pickle juice here. So I have some sweet relish here, and what I did, I just kind of pressed and pressed until I got a good little teaspoon of juice out of there. Put that in there. And now I need me a little bit of hot sauce here, okay? Pickle juice, and then I'm gonna put my hot sauce, and I'm gonna do about a good teaspoon of that hot sauce. Okay. Alright. And now I need to put about a clove of garlic in there. And you know, garlic, when you're using garlic, it's about a half teaspoon equals a clove when you're using it all minced up like this. And it does need to be minced for this recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And that's about a half teaspoon or so. And then you know what? We're going to mix this up. Okay. And last, but certainly not least, and you know I'm about that booze. So I'm going to put a little bit of this whiskey in there. I'm going to put 2. Now this you can certainly leave out if you want to, but I don't want to. So I'm putting 2 teaspoons in there, and you don't have to substitute anything for it. You can stop right there with your remoulade if you want to, but I just put it in there, and I like the little kick that it puts in there for me. Okay, so this, y'all, is our remoulade sauce, okay? Okay, y'all, we're all done here with these beer battered Hush Puppies and this whiskey remoulade sauce. Honey, 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 I'm ready to eat, and I know you all are too. I fried up me a little piece of fish. I almost got to eat before y'all got on in here. But anyway, I'm going to get on out your way. I want to thank you all for letting me be part of the peek to your day. And now I'm going to get on out your way, because I'm about to get into this doggone Hush Puppies and fish. Oh, here we go. Dip a little bit of that remoulade. Yeah, I'm happy to love piece of fish because I'm greedy like that.